We naked together. What? I take bath with my kids.
Get some help.
I'm naked with my kids. I have sex in front of my kids.
So my dad was with my mother and her sister.
He was like,
that nigga was a playboy. Yeah.
Stop the cap.
The airlines won't let us on the flight because they said we stink. Nobody stinks. We need a lawyer. We need to it's like a lawsuit has to be done about this. It's crazy, like.
Yeah, my bitch, she bad, got a lot more ass, nothing about me average. Nigga get mad and they act like you never had them up, I'm bad at. Chasing these chickens, pop out, hit it, I'm gone, you drop by. Box tumble on you, cock block. That's why I'm moving like Tupac.
we have our savior.
Yes.
And his name is Nature Boy. Yes.
Master teacher, Babaji, Chief, to now I believe he goes by 3 Guy.
False allegation.
Followers who were at Bishop's home on Arbor Chase the night of the arrest defended their leader and insisted women are not mistreated here.
He says those criminal accusations are from a disgruntled former member of the Carbon Nation family.
The woman that was here, she gave consent to actually release it for sexual education.
They believe in nature, nudity, and kindness.
Everything that happens sexually happens among adults.
Correct.
Yes. Consenting adults.
Correct.
They call him God, literally.
God is a very loving being. He's very caring. He's very holy. This is a revolving door, and you can come in and out as you please. No one is going to hold you against your will.
Women come here, they don't get their way, and they go against the black man.
Black man is God.
The black man is God.
Yo, this is Big Bad's Life with another informative video, man. I want to get into Nature Boy. It's this brother. His name is Eligio Bishop. He was just sentenced to life in prison. And you know, I cover a lot of stuff dealing with prison, dealing with inform, but we're going to jump into it. It ain't really about Eligio Bishop. It's about the women that were involved with him. The many of black women. And what this was about. What does it say about the women? Because that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a mindset. Now, the brother, of course, he was off his rocker. And he did some things, and he had a lifestyle. He lived a... What makes someone homosexual? Like, honestly, I want to know. Shit.
I would have a transsexual wife, and I will. I do like transsexuals because I'm attracted to that. And I have to be honest about that. I don't feel like that makes me gay because I look at her as a woman. So the best head I ever got was from a transsexual. Unfortunate.
What?
He lived a corn lifestyle, and here is the situation. Let me share it with you.
Also, an alleged cult leader will now spend the rest of his life in prison after a jury found him guilty on all counts, including Eligio Bishop, also known as Nature Boy, was on trial for false imprisonment and 3 counts of sharing sexually explicit content on social media. Prosecutors say the crimes happened while he was the leader of a cult called Carbon Nation. Bishop spoke to the courtroom in a really interesting response Friday afternoon, right after his sentencing hearing, once the victims read their impact statements.
Because we're going to get into about the women. It ain't really about Eligio. It's about the women that subscribed and the women that partook in all of his exploits. It wouldn't have never went down without the consent of the women. And a lot of things that we tend to stray away from, we stray away from the responsibility of the women. Sex doesn't go down unless women give you the key to open up. Other than that, you're thrusting yourself, you know, you're opening up Pandora's box. So for women to even want to go around this guy and to deal with all of the insane activities and behaviors and not being able, it's easy to get on the internet and look someone up. So for them to go out into a foreign country and to follow this guy around, and there's some reason to it. And I'm gonna show you what's the reason behind it. The reason behind it is they was infatuated sexually, mentally, and these women, this is what they crave. You know, it's almost being digmatized. Digmatized meaning that you have a sexual gratification. You have sexual mental lapses where your gratification is what you seek. It's all you seek. It's like being in a joint. You're being in a joint with a bunch of men and you don't have to ask what's on their mind. You know what's on their mind, especially when a woman walks up. When a woman reappears inside of the joint, you know what happens? Sex comes to the mind, intimacy, because it's a feeling, it's bonding, it's pleasure. So I want to go into that aspect. Forget the aspect of Eligio Bishop. He's interesting in his own right, but I want to go into why these women chose this type of man, and it will explain to you the women of today.
As women in this system, we need help at times because a lot of times there's suggestions, this external reality that you're always suggested to, billboards and commercials and the music. It's always dousing you to interact in the 7 deadly sins of the devil's playground. And so while you're in this space, it's like a culture medium. The world that I was in Long Beach, I was in Linwood, California, is my culture medium, is where I was before I left.
I'm sure he misses you a lot.
I'm sure he does. I miss him to pieces. I do think about him a lot, but I'm very, very sure that he's going to be so proud of what I chose to do.
Do you plan on seeing him again one day?
Oh yes, everybody's going to be, come to the 3, and he's going to be able to come. He's going to be able to learn, and everything that I lost will be returned.
Why are people so mean? World peace immediately. Michael, take me away.
See, you can learn a lot from this case. Dealing with these women, because these are not just vagabonds. These are not some unattractive women. So a lot of these women are very attractive, very good looking women. But guess what they're looking for? And they don't mind sharing. They don't mind engaging. So forget the God aspect and the religious aspect, because all women want is direction. Women will follow a pookie, a dummy, as long as he's masculine. That's where the comes into play. Let's get to it. Big Bass Life.
Peace to the gods. Don't forget, we still ride for the truth. Our husband has been so optimistic and positive and stronger than most people through this whole experience. Y'all already seen the truth. It's already out there on the internet.
3 is free.
3 is free. 3 is free.
Defended their leader and insisted women are not mistreated here.
He says those criminal accusations are from a disgruntled former member of the Carbon Nation family.
The woman that was here, she gave consent to actually release it for sexual education.
They believe in nature, nudity, and kindness.
Everything that happens sexually happens among adults.
Correct.
Yes. Consenting adults.
Correct.
They call him God, literally.
God is a very loving being. He's very caring. He's very holy. This is a revolving door, and you can come in and out as you please. No one is going to hold you against your will.
Women come here, they don't get their way, and they go against the black man.
Black man is God.
The black man is God.
Women just want to be led. Let's get rid of the God aspect of it. Because when you take and substitute the God aspect of it, you'll see that women will follow children. They will sleep with actual children for direction. They will worship the pyramids as God. They will worship any other entities as God. Women will follow men just as long as they have direction and protection. And they feel like they are satisfied. Their gut and their appetite, their sexual appetite is satisfied. Women are good. Women are great. Women will operate under the most worst and extreme circumstances as long as their appetite for sex, their appetite for love is fulfilled. See, if you study your history, you'll find out that the slave owner, the white slave owner, he experimented with black men first and foremost. Black men were experimented sexually.
Stuff like this is that they would be the first to know, since they love BBC more than anybody. I've had white men literally message me when I was doing OnlyFans with my ex, begging if they could suck his thing. And I've had white men say, oh, so what is it about BBC? Like they are obsessed with it. Like I've already told you guys, most men are bisexual and homosexual. And black men since slavery have been exploited as sexual objects. And this goes all the way back to white people cutting off their penises and keeping it their house like souvenirs. So black men have been extremely sexually abused and exploited and treated as sexual objects. And it's almost intentional that they created a lot of porn with a lot of white women and black men. And white men are very sexually attracted to black men, as we know, since slavery. And the white man has turned the black man into a sexual object or sex symbol because white men love them some BBC. So if anybody knows about BBC, it's white men. And then the little dick energy goes crazy because it's like white men are insecure about their things if it's not, even though there's white men with big ones, there's black men with small ones, it's whatever. But again, white supremacy has over-sexualized the black man and exploited his penis and turned the black man into an object, which explains a whole lot of behaviors on that end and why society is the way it is. But that's a whole nother situation. So I just find it funny when white men, try to say stuff to white women about messing with black men because, they're either jealous or they feel inferior. And like I said, there's no one that loves the BBC more than a white man, am I right? And white men are cucks. Since the beginning of the time, they would watch the slaves' daughters. White men are cucks. They want to watch their wife get by a BBC. They're pervs. They're freaks. So it's like similar to how, men are so sexually frustrated to the point that they hate women. Or, they want us so bad that they have to create a way to make us feel inferior and, all these mind games to make it easier for them to get a woman. I kind of feel the same way with white men trying to make black men feel inferior or put anyone down who deals with the black men because of not only the jealousy, but they want that black man too. And then this little race war between the men that they have fueled, oh, my woman, oh, we need to create more white babies. And then the black men are like, well, we're going to take the white women and make them black babies. And they're just using children and women as casualties in this fucking race war because everything to men is a game. All they do is play video games. Everything's Call of Duty. Everything is a me versus them. I need to win. You need to lose. So the black men get with the white woman despite the white man. The white man gets with the black woman despite the black man. And behind closed doors, all that white man wants is some BBC.
This is Big Bass Life with another informative video, man. Like, comment, subscribe. What do you think, man? Do you think Eligio Bishop got the better shake? Because it seems like all of black men are subjugated, arrested, or some kind of way sexualized in the media. Whether it's R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, we can go on and on and on and on. There's always something. Club Shay Shay. Is he gay? Is he this? Is he that? I mean, every black man that's in this Western hemisphere is looked at sexually. And that's our downfall, because we're put up on this pedestal. And this is what they do to us. They sexualize us. Then they criminalize it. But they don't get criminalized for their sexuality. Other races. Only black men. Hit the comment, like, comment, subscribe, man. Let me know what you think. This has been Big Bass Life with another informative video. Until next time, alright?
Yeah, my bitch, she bad, got a lot more ass, nothing about me average. Niggas get mad and they act like you never had a motherfucking baddie. Chasing these chickens, pop out, hitting them gone, you drop by. Box don't belong to you, cock block. Got so many files, need to drop out. New Orleans, wet, mop. Dreadhead, bumper clock, top pop. Talk your shit, let her bop. Fall asleep, call the beat, wop. Dancing in the club or the drop top. Just like a fuck nigga, yap. Pull up in the cut, hit a pop. That's why I'm moving like Tupac.